Hi, how you doing? This is just a real quick video. About money and the Yahensue. I've noticed because I obviously have been studying Rasta for a long time. I've listened to many Rastas and everything, and there's a lot of, like when Bob Marley died, there was a lot of legal battles about who gets to own Bob Marley stuff and who gets to make money on Bob Marley things, and just like there's, one of the ugly sides of Rasta is these battles between Rastas about who gets to make the money, and I see that in other other videos too. Like in astrology, you see that a lot too. People are, like people are fighting to make money, So I just know that there's, like if you were to say, but Angie, you're teaching about Rasta. That's a black people thing, an African thing, and a Jamaican thing. Who are you, some white person from America, to do that? Well, the authority I have to do this is because that's what Bob Marley was half white, and he represented in the 12 tribes of Israel, founded by the prophet Gad. He was given the white stone from the breastplate to represent the tribe of Ephraim, and he was teased as being a white boy in that. And in his music, he's clearly extending to me and to you the invitation that these things are true for everybody. Okay, that's the authority I have to do this. And as far as making money, I can understand their worry. Like Yahensue is brilliant, it's not because I'm brilliant, really. It's just, Jah did that. Jah gave me these talents, I'm humble about it, I just, it just turned out that way. That's just what I'm good at. That's what my life's taught me to be good at. It is brilliant. And you'll notice I don't really talk like someone that has a degree. I don't have a degree. I have studied theology more than someone that has a degree. So I probably should have a degree if the world really cared about things the right way, but you have to pay money to get a degree. It's not just about knowing the information. So like I purposely, because as a young child I vowed to never become an adult, and I remember what I meant, and it just that'll never die in me. I will never be part of, now I'd word it, Babylon. I'll never be part of Babylon and their stupid big words and their stupid formats and by hell thou by we and all that stuff. I don't give a shit. I don't care. It's not sacred to me. My simplicity and my childish style is intentional. I'm trying. I'm trying to be a child. A child believes in magic, lives in the realm of magic. Magic isn't real, and science, whatever. You guys you do you, I'll do me. That stuff doesn't impress me. You guys, like anything you ever say, just later is proven to be wrong. Like, it's just ridiculous. Nobody knows everything, not even you guys, okay? So there's a lot of brilliance in it, so I can see someone that's smart enough to recognize that and say, wow, if more people knew Angie's message, she would become a millionaire. There'd be like, how rich and I could become very rich and very powerful, if more people heard my message and understood it and then shopped around and realized what we're dealing with here, I might make a whole bunch of money. So I know that's not my concern. I'm not worried about that. You're like, of course you're not. You'd be the one getting rich. But money's nice and everything, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I think that fear, those people they're overestimating white people, basically. Like white people are pretty cool, but they're not that cool. They're not going to be learning anything from me. A handful of them, maybe more than a handful, but that's not going to happen. They're not humans in general. They're not going to learn from me. And if they do for some reason, they're like, oh yes, we will. We'll learn from you, And it's not just you anyway, because these things might be beyond, Jah might be teaching them and preparing them to learn from me. And I might be completely wrong. And there might be a bunch of people that might benefit from my life's message. My message is my life. That's up to Jah, and that's up to the universe. If it means that I make a bunch of money, the reason why I'm okay with that is because then I can control how the money's spent. I mean, people are so corrupt. I don't use calculators. I do everything with intuition. I expect to be fed because I'm a good person. I don't add up and budget so much. I do a little bit, but even then I kind of still do that with intuition. I'm not motivated by money, but there are things I do want to buy. Like, I could tell you, if I ended up making money, I could tell you exactly what I'd spend it on. Probably like a log cabin up in the mountains, a nice dog, maybe a horse. If that cabin's close enough to the city, I can buzz in and do a part-time job and make money for flour, and probably not flour, but I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I would, if I made a whole bunch of money, I would be a giver and a donator, and I would make sure it goes to good things. I love the priesthood of Aaron in Ethiopia. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church wants me to be rich, because if I'll give them some money, I believe they have the Ark of the Covenant, and I respect them. I believe they're the church in Sardis, so then comes Philadelphia, and then comes Laodicea, and Yahensue's a Laodicean version of their church, which is Sardis, so it's out of date, but it's still relevant because they keep the Ark of the Covenant forever. So it'll forever have a role. And then just Africa in general, environmental issues, feeding starving people. Like, I'm an empath, so I care. I hate seeing people suffer, and I care tremendously. I care tremendously about everybody. And if I have money, that just means everybody has money, because I get to control how it's spent. You know what I mean? There's only so many things I want. So if I make money, don't worry about it. Like, what about you do you? Like, how self-righteous can you be? Like, how do you know you're going to spend the money in a way that would make Haile Selassie more happy than me? My message is Haile Selassie's message, because I worship Jah, Haile Selassie, and I purposely try to be in sync with his teachings. So I'm continuing his work and Mary's work and Jesus's work. So I believe that they would be excited about everything about my message and what I would do with anything I might gain from it. So don't worry about me possibly making money or getting famous or people thinking I'm cool or anything like that. Don't be jealous or worried about it, because it must be because the universe wanted that, because I'm not trying very hard, am I? I'm not dressed up. I'm not speaking big words. I'm not doing anything that humans or adults or Babylon thinks is impressive.